Hello, everybody. That's right. You see an icon tonight. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And we're having technical difficulties. So, you know how it is, ladies and gentlemen. The show must still go on. So, therefore, you may not see my face, but you'll hear my voice tonight until these technical difficulties can be worked on. And I'm going to have to do it while we're live streaming. But nonetheless, welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream where it's members only that can be in the chat room. And this is going to be very interesting because I'm already 10 minutes late. And so hopefully you'll still listen to what we have to talk about tonight because markets going from bad to worse. That's just the half of it, but there's still plenty of opportunities available. And as you may or may not know, millionaires are made during these rough and tumbled times. And we're going to talk about it because we like to do history. But please, before we get into anything, please smash the like button. And once again, I'm sorry I'm late, but it's because the webcam could not come up. Apparently, some sort of device is hijacking my webcam. So therefore, I said, you know what? As long as we have the mic, we'll make that work. So don't forget, please smash the like button. And during this live stream, if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. Well, here's what I'm going to do first. Let me figure out. That's right. If you're new here, this is different. I normally have my face on the screen. And since it's members only that can be in the chat room tonight, if you're watching this and can't put any questions or comments in the chat room, there's a reason why. That's because you don't have an icon next to your name, which means you're a member of the channel. That's the only way you can be in the chat room tonight. So let me get into a few things. I am going to start with one thing because I did talk about business opportunities. And of course, the one of the hour is SSN lifestyle. This is the type of thing that comes up sometimes last minute, that if you're an SSN lifestyle affiliate, whether you're in the free affiliate zone or up to a founders club member, you have a link that you can send to people that if they want to take advantage of this last minute offer. That's right, a last minute deal, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about New Orleans this weekend. And before I get into that, I want to show you something about that exactly. A one bedroom, one block from Canal Street. If people aren't familiar with New Orleans, Canal Street is where you see the streetcars go up and down usually, or they'll show it on the St. Charles streetcar line. But nonetheless, I want to show you some prices if I can get my tabs up. Let's see. So that way I just won't be talking. You'll see some other things on the screen. So that'll be pretty cool. So my icon will be over here to the left. So here's what I want to show you though. I'm going to take myself off the screen because unless I can figure out what's going on with my webcam, this is going to be very interesting. But nonetheless, here we go. I'm going to put this on the screen. This is actually what I'm talking about. It's the Heritage Festival. It's the film festival this week. It's a one bedroom, again, one block from Canal Street, which means you are one block from getting into the French Quarter. All right, just letting you know how close it is. And it's a one bedroom suite. Now, disregard the two left because this isn't how we have rooms. And let me show you the prices. This is what I wanted to show you. $450 per night, June 3rd through the 6th. Now, it's Wednesday. June 3rd is clearly Friday. So Friday, check out Monday, $450 a night. But you know what? If you're an SSN lifestyle member, you can promote it to somebody else and you still receive commission for $799 for all 3 nights. That's right. You heard me. This is last minute, but I just want to show you that price. And that's if you're a member of IHG in order to get that price. Everybody else, well, if you're not a member of IHG, then you're going to be paying $460 a night. And clearly that is $1,300 per night, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, it's more than that. $1,350 is $450. For $460, it's almost $1,390 or $80 is what everyone else has to pay. You as a member could actually even pay less if you were a member of SSN Lifestyle. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And so just give you an idea, and just to give you more heads up, in the future, Essence Music Festival in July every year. That's right. We have some things going down there every year as well, where you will not have to be paying this $500 per night for a one-bedroom unit right downtown within blocks of Canal. There's some other places that you're going to have access to that is actually in the French Quarter. You heard me. So you will have opportunities, and that's the lifestyle. That's part of the SSN lifestyle. So I just want to show you this. And also, let's just keep with, I want to bring this up. Why don't I just show it? Because this is going to be very interesting tonight without my webcam on. But hopefully you can hear me. And look who's in the house. Victor Marrero is still here. He says his tagline, but welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream, where it's members only that can be in the chat room. Hi, all. Let's do this is his tagline. And notice he has the icon next to his name. And for whatever reason, yes, he says it exactly right. Murphy's Law. Eric, that Murphy's Law is powerful. No other choice but to improvise. Good for you. Exactly. We do have to improvise, and we're still going to make it happen, because this is Business Opportunity 101. You can see the links down below in the description below the video where you can be an SSN Lifestyle Club member. And there's different membership levels. Now, I always talk about Founders Club because that's number one, but it starts where if you don't have any money, you can actually be an affiliate. You can refer somebody over here and you can receive commissions, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Passive income can be happening on your watch as a membership. Now, the other thing is, the next level up, the first level is $149.99, and you get membership perks. So you can start there. You can actually use the link down below. And once you sign up, you will have a referral code. So therefore, you can refer somebody to take advantage. Now, on the screen, here's the total price that you see on the screen. So I was wrong, $1,352.88. Now, in case you're not familiar, this is if you had IG. If you don't have IG, then you're going to be paying about $40 more. So you'll be closer to $1,400. But if you're an SSN Lifestyle member, if you're an SSN Nation member and you actually know about it, then you can actually go over here and take up that offer for $7.99. That's right, including tax and everything. But here's the thing. When you go to New Orleans, you're going to have to pay for parking if you have a vehicle. So whenever you stay in New Orleans and you're downtown, I would highly suggest no car is needed unless you got to drive somewhere, because Uber and all that is going to take you about $25 to $30 from the airport. And your rental car is going to cost more than that. And parking's going to cost more than that, because it's going to be valet parking required. So you're going to have to pay $35, $40, $45 per night just to leave your car in the garage. Then you're going to have to pay, you don't have to pay Uber if you rent a car, but pay Uber, spend the $25 to $30, come into town. Now you're right there where you want to be, walking distance to Jackson Square and Cafe Le Monde, all of that. And we'll talk about that. But anyhow, this is an opportunity. It's only good for 2 days. So first come, first serve. There's only one available. So what I'll do is I'll give members of SSN Nation an opportunity to come over here and do some things. So what I'm going to try to do, I don't know if I can do this though, but we'll find out shortly, right? I'll pull this back up, but I'm going to try and put a link down below in the description. So that's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're having webcam issues tonight. So this is what it looks like when you don't want to be on screen. So if you ever want to be on screen with me, which means those members with the icon, they're the ones that get the link, they get the invite links under the community tab. You can always cut off your webcam manually and it will put an icon on the screen. Just so you know, this is what it looks like, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So don't get crazy and think you have to be cammed up in order to be here on the live stream if you want to talk about something live with me. Otherwise, like tonight, members with the icon, they're the only ones that can be here in the chat room. Now, I'm going to have to get to some other things, but here's what I wanted to show. The other part of the equation. Let me go see hot deals, and I'm going to do some things in the background, and we're going to talk about this situation with the economy. That should be on everyone's mind right now because things could get really wiggy in a hurry. Remember if you remember 2008, 2009, even the pundits on TV, newspapers, internet, they were all saying, don't worry about the economy. Everything's going to be fine. And then it fell off of a cliff seemingly within a matter of a couple of months or less. But there was buildup to it for 2 years, but nobody was paying attention to the warning signs. Housing prices were going up out of control. Inflation was out of control and raising up. And everybody thought it could continue. We are in this same similar situation now. So therefore, just keep in mind, you're going to need these extra streams of income, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So I just wanted to point that out to you. I'm trying to get to some, I know what happened now. Okay. I see. We're going to have to do things a little differently today. I see how this is going to be. This is very, very interesting. I love this. Always something different, like Victor Marrero saying. But here's what I'm going to do. We'll get back to that. But again, the SSN Lifestyle membership is down below. Now, I'm going to switch up here because we're having a little difficulties in the background, but it's all right. We make things happen. We're going to continue. I'm going to bring some other things on the screen because this right here, I want you to be prepared. This is when millionaires are made, but you have to be prepared and don't think that you can't. You have to believe in yourself. You have to use your money as bullets. Think of it as how many bullets in the chamber are you going to have, and think about how precious each bullet will be. Because once you expend that bullet, dollars, that means you can't go retrieve any more of it. All right. But I want to give you some good news. Here's the good news. The good news. I'm going to go over some good news because you may look at it as bad news. I look at it a little differently. This news right here gives you a playbook. World's rich got richer amid 09 recession. Now, this is why I alluded to this earlier, because during the 08-09 Great Recession, which we should have another one, quite frankly, the stock market, I'm going to put right here, rebound helped the world's ranks of millionaires climb 17% to 10 million. Yeah, I know. If in case you don't know, there's roughly 58 million millionaires in the world, while their collective wealth surged 19% to 39 trillion. So they got a 20% increase on their wealth. Meanwhile, you know who the losers are, ladies and gentlemen. Middle class, poor. They're the ones that are losing out. Just think about that. All right. So what I want to do is go down this list of things here. And here's what's funny. Let me see if I can find it real quick. In fact, I can't even do it. Okay. I see we're having all kind of problems. I was going to put a link down in the chat room to this article so then you can go read it yourself. But there's no URL, which is very, very interesting. I was going to show you where the separation and inequality amongst people who are middle class and lower economically, they do not make up a profit. they have a very hard time. That is us, ladies and gentlemen, the OCs. So I just wanted to put it out there. And this, I can't even, this is crazy. I can't even bring it up for you. So I can't put it in the chat room either. So they're blocking us, ladies and gentlemen. This is very interesting tonight. All right. Well, we'll just keep rolling, shall we? Now, first of all, let me know who saw the trailer, who received notification from YouTube. And in case you just showed up late, I started late because we're having webcam issues, internet issues, but we're still running the live stream because the show must go on, ladies and gentlemen, because this is valuable information. Just like in case you just showed up, New Orleans, SSN Nation, and I just showed you where, let's just call it what it is, $799, somebody gets a deal. But if you're an SSN lifestyle member and wants to go last minute to New Orleans, your price is even lower, knowing good and well that the price in the open market is $1,350 is your best case scenario, and your worst case scenario is roughly $1,390 for the 3 days. I believe that's a hell of a savings. And in case you're not an SSN lifestyle member, this is the type of stuff that you're going to be able to deal with here. All right, Obsidian Lion, the code keepers in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. It's members only chat, and members have an icon, and he has his tagline, except tonight he's saying, hello, family. Hello to you too, Obsidian Line, the code keeper. I'm having webcam issues, so this is why I have to be with an avatar tonight, and it looks like it's not coming up. Curtis. Mr. Financials in the house, and he has his tagline. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. And he says, good evening, SSN family, ABMM. Thank you so much. Always be making money, family. That's what we're talking about here. And that's why you have to look at yourself and say, you know what, maybe I have to invest in myself. Maybe it's time for me to start my own business. But you're sitting there saying, you know what I always say. If you're starting your own business, you kind of have to be incognito in this crazy world. That's why you want an Opus virtual office. A phone number's included, business phone number. They report to your credit. They also give you a business fax number. There's a promo code down below, so you do not even have to pay the admin fee. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The link is down below in the description. You want to start a business, you out of your home, then you need a virtual office. You should not be using your home address. $99 a month is a tax write-off, just so you know. There's other advantages. Mail comes there as well, which they can forward, or you can go, and they have thousands of offices worldwide. So it's not just limited to the United States, just so you know. All right. And look who else is in the house. Laverne Penix. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. Members only chat, and he has the icon next to his name, and his tagline is in tow. Hello, SSN Nation. I hope everyone is doing well. Let's make some money. And by the way, in case you're new here, Mr. Penix is known as AKA Mr. Cool. He's in the house tonight. So thank you so much. Curtis Davis saw the trailer, got the notification. Thanks. Thank you so much. Get the likes up, family. Thank you so much for that. Obsidian Line, the code keeper. Smash the like button. Victor Marrero says, calling the Best Buy Geek Squad. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. This is getting crazy what's happening up in here. It's happening. In fact, the gremlins were out on Monday night as well. They started chopping up my feed. It was getting kind of crazy, but it's okay. We're still going to make this happen. The Reuters, I couldn't make that page happen, but hold on a second. Let me see something. Yeah, it's still blocked. That's weird. All right. So we're going to keep rolling along because I want to show something else. Due to the economy going down, this is why you have to start thinking about ways that you can take advantage. If you're an auto mechanic, it looks like you're going to be doing fine over the next, who knows, 5 years. And also, if you're interested in the stock market, if you start thinking about, places like Firestone, Goodyear, they're going to be repairing a lot of vehicles. So look at this number right here. This is from July 2020. This isn't the most recent number, but I just had to get you up to speed with July 2020. Can you believe this? Look at this. 1 in 4 vehicles in the US are at least 16 years old as vehicle age hits record high. This is in 2020. All right. It's now 2022 during a pandemic. Do you think that this has went down? Look at this, 16-year-old vehicles. Now, this would be a testament to vehicles. Maybe they're making them a little better, or is a lot of people buying Toyotas, Hondas, and those mergers in the early 2000s, with Dodge and Chrysler merging with the little, what was it, Mercedes and Audi merging with people, Ford merging with other European car manufacturers and Japanese car manufacturers. And now everybody's making their cars a little better to compete. And you're being the beneficiary of this. But the funniest thing has happened over the last few years is where used cars were being sold for more than new cars, which was outrageous. So they get you anyway, but it's based on person-to-person sales. So this gives you an idea right here. This gives you an idea. How can you combat the recession? Well, hey, get yourself some exposure to the car repair business, because when the economy goes bad, people are going to hold on to working vehicles or paid off vehicles much longer than any newer vehicles. So once again, I'm bringing this to your attention because a lot of people don't look at this as something that they're going to be able to take advantage of. Well, just don't think about, hey, I'm going to go out here, I got to find a mechanic and market it and do that. Maybe there's a stock that you can buy. Maybe there's another way you can go about it. Maybe there's a sector that you can buy. All right. So what's going to happen is the EV is going to come out, right? So here's a car, but this is EV. These 16-year-old vehicles are not EVs at all. So there's 10-year-old vehicles, there's 8-year-old vehicles. 1 in 4 vehicles were made. People are driving around 2004, 2005, 2006. And you guys know exactly. You can go look out your door in your neighborhood and you're going to see a whole bunch of cars early 2000s to 2020. All right. Let's just call it what it is. You're not going to see that many 2022s, 2021s, but you will see a hell of a lot of 2010s, 2011s, 2008s, 2005s. All right. Numbers don't lie, ladies and gentlemen, but you're going to have to take advantage of these type of things. Oh, by the way, I should have paid attention. I was going to the Drive, which is the EV ETF fund, DRIV, autonomous and electric vehicles. That in itself could be an opportunity because they are down right now. So look, when you have opportunities, you should take advantage. Let's go look at this. If the chart comes up, we'll show it. So giving you guys ways out of this. And it looks like the Dow futures are doing pretty good, but that has nothing to do with what we're talking about here. Okay. So just give you an idea, autonomous and electric vehicles, ETF. Pay attention, put it on your watch list. Make sure you have Robinhood or Webull, or it doesn't matter, E-Trade, Fidelity. It doesn't matter what you have, TD Ameritrade. Just make sure you have something on your watch list for these type of stocks. This is autonomous and electric vehicles, ETF. Check out what they're holding. And this could be an opportunity on the other side, because as these vehicles start breaking down beyond what they're valued at, because you can imagine a 10, 12, 15, 16-year-old vehicle. Somebody says, hey, it's going to cost you $8,000, $10,000 to fix it. That may not be an option, right? So all I'm saying is there's other ETFs. This is where millionaires are made, ladies and gentlemen. All right. When there's a recession. So you have to be proactive. You cannot be scared. All right. Emerging millionaires. Hopefully you're in the house. And once again, if you joined us late and all you see on the screen is a icon, that is because something is blocking my webcam. And I don't know what it is. Can't find it. Said that there was some browser open, which there isn't. So I don't know what it is. But I just wanted to show you we're making the show happen regardless. This is how life is. Like Victor Marrero started out saying, you know, sometimes life is like a box of chocolates. He didn't say that, though. But, you know, Forrest Gump said, you know, you never know what you're going to get. But Victor Marrero started off this. It's like Murphy's Law is powerful. No other choice but to improvise. And so that's what we're doing tonight in case you see the icon on the screen. And let me know who saw the trailer and who received the notification. All right, here we are. Have you checked the car rental prices? Over 100 per day for a little compact size. Exactly. It's unbelievable. By the time this ends, we will all be broke. Here goes the American dream. That's what we've been talking about, Victor Marrero. And thank you for bringing that up. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what we've been talking about. For 3.5, 4 years, I've been saying everything that the government has been doing, everything that has happened and transpired over the last 3 years. This has led to this situation. The whole time we were trying to combat this by having the passive income, by getting assets, by starting our own businesses, figuring out what we can do. Well, there's nothing that you can pretty much do when prices are just outrageous. I was sitting here, looking up the ATL. They had car rentals for over 100 a day. It's incredible. $200 per day. I was like, I thought I clicked on like limousines or, you know, the Mercedes van or something. And I couldn't believe it. It was just like normal cars. I was just like, holy smokes, what's going on here? It's incredible. And he says exactly right. Here goes the American dream. Remember, I was telling you, ladies and gentlemen, middle class is getting wiped out right now. That's why you have to be diligent. You can't be out here thinking that you can just sit here and do nothing. You're going to have to put your bullets at risk. Your duffel bag of cash is going to have to be at risk, ladies and gentlemen. And this is also why I came up with SSN Lifestyle. I'm going to keep promoting it because I'm trying to get you guys in on this, because there's going to be business opportunities where, yes, you can use some bullets, make an investment, receive passive income on a monthly basis. There's going to be other things where you can actually refer people and make profits on people using like the one I just showed, the $7.99 for 3 nights, June 3rd through the 6th, a last minute promotional deal that is incredible, by the way, because we know it's going to cost $1,350 or more for the 3 nights to stay in a 1-bedroom, 1 block. And I don't know what's going on, because all I know is there's a Heritage Music Festival. I know right now there's a film festival going on starting tomorrow for 3 or 4 days. I know the Heritage Festival, and then they have the New Orleans Pride, but not Pride as in gay type Pride. They're talking about like the city Pride. They have some events going on where there's going to be music, of course, at the Jackson Square. There's going to be a few other things. So that could be a reason why a 1-bedroom would cost over $400 per night. But SSN Lifestyle members, you don't have to pay that. You can refer somebody over here. Somebody might be watching this right now going, man, I know somebody that's going there. And so you could be taking advantage of this opportunity and receiving commission still, full-blown commission, which is awesome. So anyhow, SSN Lifestyle down below. That's where the link resides. You can check it out, ladies and gentlemen. And you can go from there. Now, let's get back into this after that promo that I've been doing for the last few days, because the car prices are going to make us all go broke. It's not just cars. It's going to be the food, the gas, the energy bills. It's the whole gamut, ladies and gentlemen. We were talking about it for the last 2 years that inflation was really 15%. I kept saying 15 to 20%. It was all fake. Now you guys are seeing the repercussions from them lying to us about transitory situations. That was a lie. So therefore, now we come out 2 years later after listening to these clowns, and yes, now 30, 40% all of a sudden pops up out of nowhere. So that's what you have to remember. So long as you don't fake yourself out, long as you stay and sit there and make things make sense. You can't sit there and go, hey, you know what? I think we're going to be good because the government tells us so. Do your own research. This is just like business. You're the CEO of your life. Just like business, you have to always check out the competition, get some information, study the statistics, because that's the only way you can stay ahead. If you were to listen to Jerome Powell over the last 3 years talking about transitory 2% inflation, yada, 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 well, the alarm bells were going off for the last 2 to 3 years. And we were all sitting here going, no, it's not 2 or 3%, more like 15 a year. And sure enough, all of a sudden, they had to take down their Wizard of Oz cloak. And then people were like, wait, things raised up like double almost. What's happening? Well, we knew it. And Professor Auntie Val knew it as well. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And she has the icon because it's the Wednesday night live stream with members only. And she has her tagline in tow. Good evening, fam. With the heart, with the strength and the support. All right. And now she reminds me also not only Professor Auntie Val, but Sports Talk Auntie Val, because tomorrow is Golden State, Boston Celtics. You guys might as well just put down who you got. All right. Let me know who you are picking to win the series and in how many games. So I'm picking Golden State in 6. That's right. Golden State Warriors in 6, ladies and gentlemen. Windows upgrade, 11 bugs. Oh, tell me about it, Curtis Davis. I don't know if it upgraded. I was hoping not. That could be an issue as well. Thank you for letting me know. I did receive something about that. Exited my position partially in ChargePoint stock, but I still have 55 shares at 9. Obsidian Lion, the code keeper. That is a good point that you should bring up. In fact, let's go check this out for a second since we're over here. Let me go see something. Let's go check out ChargePoint. I think that's a good thing. Take the profit. We talked about this 30% profit. Take it. All right, here we are at 12.45. Let's see what's happening year to date. Let's see if we can get that up. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, there is something blocking. I'm having some things going on in the background. All right. Year to date, negative 37%. And year over year, minus 54.4%, ladies and gentlemen. So here's the question, Obsidian Lion, the code keeper. Are you going to take your 30% profit? Because 30% is nothing to sneeze at. Because if a recession continues the way it's going, you could find yourself dollar cost averaging down. But why not take some profits? You guys know Gino Chimiente says he likes profits. So I'm just bringing this up. We all love ChargePoint. But here's another situation with the stock market. What will happen? Some of us, like I'm the person that does believe that ChargePoint could even go lower, back into single digits, like the good old days. Amazon split, thanks to Mr. Financial and his Chili Davis channel, reminded me that Amazon's going to split. Their stock price after 72 hours is going to go down, I believe, as well. So it's going to be another bargain price. Unbelievably. This is not a good time to be splitting your stock. Let's just put it that way. All right. So hopefully you guys understand. But yeah, that's a good point right there. I like charge point. You guys know that. Take your profits. I took mine. I would highly advise. Vanessa Gates in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here with the icon. And she says, hey, boss and SSN fam, got notification. At least 2 people received a notification. Thank you so much. And if you're listening to this, please smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about so far, subscribe to the channel, click the all notification bell. Oh, that's not enough instructions, because now you should please go down below the video in the description. And at the very bottom, you'll see sign up for newsletter. Please sign up for the newsletter, because YouTube does not send out that many notifications for the SSN Nation. Just letting you know. All right, here we are. The market can drop to 24,000 to 25,000 on Dow Jones. Hey, I'm expecting to be in the 20s myself. I'm telling you guys straight up. I expect this to go back to some crazy number that nobody thought it would, simply because what our government agencies such as the Federal Reserve, IMFs, banks around the world, all printed money, all inflated assets, all went down to 0% interest rates in order to buy stuff on credit and put more money into the system, but it's all leveraged. It's bad. Auntie Val got the notification in trailer. That's 3 people, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. The Fed has not even dropped bad debt back on the market. This will squeeze market more. Curtis Davis then said it exactly right, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly where I was going. He's talking about what I'm saying. All the debt is being leveraged. When that can't be paid, it's going to be dropped right in your lap to bail out the guys who are taking the high-risk maneuvers, your tax dollars. And that's also going to increase the inflation rate. So what are we going to have to do? Start your own businesses, ladies and gentlemen, or derivatives of businesses, but you're going to have to bring in extra dollars. I don't know what that's going to be. Let's just call it an extra 50% this year, just to be safe. Just to be safe, because things could get worse. In fact, I'm telling you right now, it's doom and gloom in America. We're a third world country. You guys just don't know it yet. Some people know it because you're going to the store and seeing some shelves are empty. Some of you are knowing it because you're seeing the smaller packaging, but they're charging you even more than when the package was larger. All right. So down below in the description, don't forget your free stocks from Robinhood and Webull. That's key. Make sure you share your links, share your referral codes, so you can actually get some free stocks for sharing. You all have social media. Stop playing. City in line, the code keeper. Victor, what do you think about the stock Mullen? Mullen. Okay. All right. He's saying Mullen Automotive, huh? Okay. That's interesting. Electric vehicle manufacturer based in Brea, California. You know they're in California. You know their stock prices went down 86%. I would put them on the watch list. That's what I would be doing. That's what I would be doing. And at $1.42, you might want to use a little bit of your bullets to get some of this after the damn thing has nearly crashed. That's crazy. 86% crash, ladies and gentlemen. All right. It's in California. That gives them a head up for technology. They can sign a deal with Google. They can sign their deal with Microsoft. They can do some backdoor deals with the Silicon Valley startup companies. They could do serious damage. And why not? Car dealership, subsidiary Car Hub, a chain of car dealerships in California and Arizona. Now, the question is, what about these cars? How much are they selling for? What are they doing? That is the key. So just pay attention. They're new. 2014 is when they're founded, but they're still new because EVs are all new, especially with battery technology. That is the kicker right there. Charging technologies. Speaking of EV Go, by the way, EV Go, Mullen, these are all in single digits. These are opportunities to use a few of your bullets on a chance. I will say it's a chance, but do your own research. That's all you can do, ladies and gentlemen. You have to do your own research. Let's see if we can get out of this. It looks like we can. Lost the screen here. $200 a day. Exactly, Laverne Penix. Thank you so much for the trail in case my mic went off. And that's 4 people who have said that. And by the way, Mullen has a lot of buzz because all it's going to take is where do you get that battery technology, ladies and gentlemen? And I'm assuming Obsidian Line, the co-keeper, is asking because of the battery technology that possibly could change the game because it's already on the edge. Tesla, a few other EV makers can get cars to go 400, 450, 500 miles per charge. The cost of charge and how fast the car charges is the question. Teslas, you got to hang out 30, 45 minutes unless they came up with the supercharger, which they do have. But the point is, EV Go can fully charge in 10 minutes. So now which cars take EV Go charge setup? Not Tesla. So therefore, if other vehicles have EV Goes, they're charging in 10 minutes or less. And then you now come out with the new battery technology that instead of 400 miles, it can go 600, 700, 800 miles, which actually I don't know what they can do, but let's go find out, shall we? Solid state polymer battery testing. There we go. It's saying it skyrocketed. I don't know what skyrocket means. It's only $1.42. And solid state polymer battery testing. This is going to be very, very interesting because I will point out if it's solid state, that could change the game. And here we are, can deliver over 600 miles of range on a full charge on their EV crossover. All right. They're trading higher because of it. Now, that's very significant. 600 miles. If you get 650, that starts to be crazy. And then, of course, how fast can we charge? And if it's a polymer cell, solid state, that means charging is going to be a lot faster. So Obsidian Line, the co-keeper, just dropped a gem, ladies and gentlemen. This is exactly why you have to pay attention to the live streams. You never know what gems may be dropped. And if you're into electric vehicles, Mullen, you better check out. I haven't invested in Mullen, But thank you, Obsidian Line Code Keeper, because this is meaning there are so many EVs. We talked about Mullen like 2 years ago, maybe. Never ever since then, because they weren't doing anything major. This polymer solid state battery, if it's legit, this is major. That puts them ahead of everybody if they're talking 650, 6, 7, 800 ranges. And it all depends now on what the charge is. Mullen is MULN. Yeah, hopefully that's where I was at. I'm pretty sure, right? Let me double check. Yeah, that's where I was at. Yeah, we were on Mullen. So another opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Equities. That's right. To travel in 2022, you pay through the red nose. Exactly. Obsidian Lion. Yes. Hey, Auntie Val from Vanessa Comagate showing the love. Here we go. Celtics and Golden State. Perfect, baby. Sorry, Auntie Val. Yep, exactly. No heat. They blew it. They shot their best game 6. They had nothing left in the tank for game 7, even though it was at home and 1 day's rest. Celtics, Golden State. Let me know what somebody's choosing. Obsidian, I already carry Mullen automotive stock under my ETF VTI as it falls under technology. There we are, Victor Marrero, VTI as well. And we talked about that. Mullen by itself, not sure I like the sideways chart. Yeah, it's just like every other EV, but you have to admit, Victor Marrero, if they have a solid state polymer battery, that's going to change the game. That means that means less maintenance, which there's not really maintenance on the battery. But all I'm trying to say is, if anybody knows the difference between a solid state hard drive and a solid state and a regular hard drive, then you know you can drop the solid state hard drive. You're good. You drop that other one that runs on a needle, you may not be good. So with batteries, if they're doing polymer, that means they may be charging faster. That means their range may be longer. We got to know the charging situation. That's what we need to know. And there goes another point that Marrero has made this evening. You want exposure to MULN or other technologies, then there you go. The Vanguard Technology Index, otherwise known as VTI. So there you go. Another nugget of information regarding the stock market. You need to pay attention. In fact, you know what? I shouldn't even gloss over this, because you have $1.42 because of the battery situation talked about yesterday. Now you have VTI, which this here, let's go look at year over year for them. 220, they're down to 205, so just less than 6%. But again, this is an ETF, ladies and gentlemen. 52-week high was 244. This could even go down further. I fully expect it will. I have to keep saying this. You got to do your own due diligence and research, but I fully expect this to go down as well, which means buying opportunities can come up. So again, I like what Marrero is saying, because he's saying he has exposure with a group of different type of technology stocks under the ETF. V as in Victor, T as in Tom, I for everybody on podcast. All right. I'm listening, Eric. Exactly. Obsidian Line, the code keeper. Thanks, Victor. I want to ride the hype Mullen has. Exactly, Obsidian. You can't get any lower than $1 something. That's near their 52-week low. They're off 86%. That's major. Boss, you're incognito tonight. Exactly, Vanessa Comagate, because the gods, I don't know what's happening, but I can't get my webcam to operate. It's shut down, so I can't come on. So now I have to do the icon next to my name. No worries, sis. I got GSW in 5. Yep. Charge point can't hold gains. Only maybe Apple or Microsoft. Everything getting hit 10% down. Exactly. Everything's going, in my opinion, do your own research. I believe in the stock market, everything's going down. That's the way I really look at it. So there's only a few things that's going to stay up, just like I just started. If vehicles are 16 years old on average, 1 in 4 vehicles, that means you should be in some stocks that say what's going to repair vehicles. All right. So just so you know, I just sold my Goodyear because I didn't realize it was like 300%. So I was like, okay, I have to sell it. 300% profit, I'll take it. But it's almost like I should just let it ride. But I was like, no reason. I think due to stock market situations, it's going to come down. Firestone, Goodyear, even Walmart has shops. So they get exposure to repairing vehicles. So just think about it. All these places, you have plenty of opportunities. Electric vehicles are down. Uh, there's so many things that are down right now that you can take advantage of. Dollar cost average every month. Yep. Never forget Ford went to $1 last time in 2008. My crypto friends hope the dollar collapses. I'm not that negative. Dollar is not going to collapse. The reason why the dollar is not going to collapse, I don't know what that really means, because as long as the United States is world currency, the dollar is not going to collapse. They'll prop it up. There's just no way. Then if the dollar collapses, that changes third world country like overnight, because somebody else would therefore take charge as the world currency. And so now you're not going to be able to sit here and be 1-to-1. You're going to be sitting here and they're going to tell you, well, if you want to buy in whatever other currency, your currency is 15-to-1. Hyperinflation just happened if that occurs. All right. So you guys have to understand. In fact, let me show you something here. I'm going to bring something up. I don't know if Google can do this, but we're going to try it. Why not? You guys probably know world currency wasn't always the United States, right? Why don't I go 1800 to 1930? Let's see what happens. Okay, so you guys know the Federal Reserve came about in around 1912, 14, 15, 17, whatever it is, right? Let me see if they actually talk about world currency here. If they give any dates. Single world. It looks like we're not going to get any cut and dry dates here for you. I was just going to show you on the screen that United States got world currency in the 1920s. All right. So just keep that in mind. It's only been 100 years for world currency, but other currencies such as UK, the sterling pound was at one time world currency. How do you think the UK became such a dominant power? Because they were one to whatever. They were dictating to everybody else what the currency was valued at. So they were the world currency. So that's how the UK became this big, huge empire, and how they could just steal property in countries from around the globe, similar to what the United States is doing now for the last 100 years. But I see right now, they don't like that search. They really don't like that search. That's very, very interesting. I don't know if, and of course the gold standard was a thing as well. I swear I can't pull it up, ladies and gentlemen, but just let you know, USA was not always world currency, which also means that the USA may not be world currency 5 years from now, 10 years from now. You just never know. In history, it's changed all the time. So just keep that in mind. All right. So I can't pull it up for you, but you guys can do your own research. So if you're out here thinking that the dollar can't collapse, like Curtis Davis brought up, there's people talking about the dollar collapse. I don't think it'll be the collapse. It's more like they will say your value isn't what it is because, you're $50 trillion in debt. Well, we're not right now. We're like 33, I believe, but 50 some trillion in debt. How can you be world currency? Your currency is worthless. And so if you mean collapse like 15 to 1, 10 to 1, 20 to 1, yeah, okay, that would be a collapse. So that is major. And America is teetering on this situation, taking everything for granted where you have to change things into a dollar. It's just crazy. Obsidian Lion, my individual stocks are blue chip companies. Exactly. The majority of my portfolio, 75%, is ETFs and index funds. Minimize risk. I am too close to my second retirement. And that's very good advice. It goes by your age, your risk tolerance. That's what really matters. And in a recessionary situation, Victor Marrero has done what most people should be doing, putting it into a diversified portfolio like an ETF or an index fund. If you know that index funds have a broad range, sometimes the top 50, sometimes the top 100, sometimes the top 200 or 500 companies. So therefore, even though the stock market goes down, not all of them go down. So therefore, they don't lose 20, 30%. They may lose 15 or 10. But when the economy gets right back getting good, all of a sudden they get 35, 40% in 1 year. That's why Kathy Woods was a superstar up until there's a bear market. No longer a superstar. She was a superstar in the mid 2010s, 2015, 2018, when there was coming up, Tesla's coming up, which she had a big holdings on. She did a bunch of other investments that she had large holdings on. They reached their peak. And then once they started going down 10, 20%, her funds were going down 10, 20, 30, 40%. No longer the darling of Wall Street and everybody that said she couldn't do it. Well, now they're crowing. We told you so. All right, sis, we are on the same page. Exactly. With Golden State Celtics. We got a GSW in 5 by a couple of people, and I have GSW 6. What ETFs are in your portfolio, Victor? Okay, well, he's going to give you a list. After a year of learning, I spent the morning trading in crypto for the first time. Profitable day. Feels good to make money regardless of market condition. Every skill is needed these days. Exactly, Professor Auntie Val. Learning a new skill, needed. It's going to happen that way. Lots of love. Tesla charging more for supercharging. Exactly what's going to happen. Exactly. It's an ecosystem. Auntie Val, good evening. Agree. Heck, even breaking even in crypto is a good feeling with today's market. Exactly. However, can't say that for all the projects I invested on. Took a beating on many of them. In fact, took the beating on all of them, as I recall. I mean, Strong beating, Hector beating, Wonderland Time beating, Klima beating. I mean, the list goes on because there's no project that should have survived, because crypto has dropped 80, 90%. We have coins like AVAX, FTM, and a few others. Even they are down 60, 70, 80%. You have Luna, that was a quote unquote stable coin, gone. This is crypto has been wrecked, and a lot of money has been stolen, devalued. There's no return. The only thing you can do is hold or sell. And even if you sell, that means you sold it like 80, 90, 95% losses. Crazy. Yes, we have to do things we've never done before. I'm considering some things now. Exactly, Vanessa Comagate. That's what we talk about. This is the SSN Nation. You have to be mobile. You have to be willing to learn. You have to always embrace that something's going to be changing. There's one thing for sure that's going to happen in your life, whether it's personal, whether it's business, financial, there will be a change. You just don't know how that change will be for you. All right. It's crazy. Driven Fortitudes in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream where it's members only chat tonight. And Driven Fortitudes here with the icon. And she says, good evening, SSN fam. Good evening to you. Thank you so much once again for being here. Appreciate your support. And in case you just arrived and I have an icon on the screen, it's because I can't get the webcam up. There's a problem going on with the gremlins in the system. It's blocking the webcam, so I'm using this avatar. And in case you're a member of the channel and you're seeing me, this is what you can do if you don't want to show your face, because all members with the icon, you can join me on the screen anytime you want, any live stream you want, because under the community tab, I have an invite link for you. So therefore, you can do an icon. You don't have to show your face. You just close down your webcam and then the icon appears automatically. Auntie Val, yes, Victor, I have my moon bags. So time to make these coins work for me, not just sit and wait. Tight stop losses, low to no leverage, research, patience, take profits, and don't be greedy. Exactly. Very well said, Professor Auntie Val. Anybody here watching this, she said it exactly right. All right. Curtis Davis, yeah, I'm going with Tesla. R&D department must have some good battery tech. Tesla is still ahead of people in certain areas. I'm just worried that Tesla has been ahead for so long, gotten, subsidies for so long. And people have left Tesla that were engineers and, like, for instance, Lucid and a few other EVs. These guys have come out in less than a few years with their EV products. They're not that far off, because once you have that bed of battery, the rest of the car you can make. So if you have a battery already and then you have the electronics, because Google, Microsoft, Apple, and any other technological company, any of them, they're going to say, hell yeah, you can put my stuff in your vehicle. It's not like Tesla's far ahead of these guys. They're using this big ass LCD screen in their car. And the thing that I worry about is they went straight EV for 2022, all electric, meaning that screen, if it goes out in your Tesla, you can't drive. You're done. You can't move forward and backward because it goes on your screen. There's nothing to click. There's no buttons. There's nothing that you can manually do as far as I know. So that's the interesting thing. So how far ahead of the competition are they really? I don't think they're that far ahead anymore, if ahead at all. Because if Mullen sits over here and all of a sudden says we have a 600 mile, 650, 700 mile range battery, solid state, and it's working, other EV companies are going to say, well, give me that battery, please. Right? So now all these other car companies will be 650, 700. And technology wise, come on, we're in America. We got Silicon Valley. You can make gadgets. You can make any electronic gadget you want. So that's all I'm saying. So you got to be careful with Tesla. I'm a little worried, especially with Elon out here talking about free speech and Twitter. Dude's kind of distracted. Today I see he goes, hey, I want all my workers to come in and work in the office 40 hours a week, because obviously we're not getting anything done if you're sitting at home. And I'm like, okay, that's great. But most people on salary work more than 40 hours a week. So that's what he's probably talking about. But the fact of the matter is there's a lot of people that are engineers in the company that other companies would happily hire. So I don't understand. These guys are sitting there probably like, oh man, we'll go work for some other company. We're going to get paid about the same. And we'll see if we can finagle in some sort of stock options with these guys. And we're bringing some of Tesla technology with us. So I'm just saying, this is like the car dealerships, car makers, manufacturers in the 60s and 70s and 80s, where they were basically having to feed off of each other, trying to improve. And then Toyota and Honda and Nissan came out and said, well, while you guys are trying to improve, we're just going to make cars that have better gas mileage. So in the 1970s, when there was a gas crisis, they said, oh, you guys are making cars that go 10 miles to the gallon, 8 miles to the gallon, but here's cars that go 20, 25, and they're cheaper. So how do you think Nissan, Toyota, and Honda got their foothold into the car manufacturing biz? Because the United States manufacturers were sleeping. Well, Tesla's doing a similar thing. They're not that far ahead of the competition, like I said, if at all. So you're going to have to think about it. They did have a recall for over 200,000 of their vehicles, by the way. Hey, lady at Driven Fortitude. Leah Dennis is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wednesday night live stream, where it's members only chat tonight. In case you're watching and can't get in the chat room, that's why. And the tagline's in tow. Good evening, SSN family. And I also received my YouTube notification, 100% facts. Thank you so much. 5 people. That's good. Thank you so much once again for being here. Hey, fam at Leah Dennis, showing the love. Yes, Mr. Davis, Tesla is almost self-sustainable in production and research, which makes them more nimble than most. Professor Antival, I would have agreed with you, except for the situation with the current crisis with their workers. I mean, Elon's forging, he's talking a lot of stuff. There's other companies out here. It appears they're going to be more nimble, but what does nimble mean? That's what maybe you can get into it a little bit with me, other people as well. What does nimble really mean? Because to me, if a battery is a simple battery, if I have a vehicle that has the wheels on it, I already have the electronics, I already have whatever I want as amenities in the car, and all I need is to plug up a battery. I think car manufacturers can create the cabin of a vehicle how they want and have it sitting on a sideline going, hey, this is what we want. But do we have the technology to do it? And if you say no, then okay, we still have this cool body design. We still have everything. We have the weight distribution, how we would want it. Do we have the battery for this? I think already existing car manufacturers are just as nimble as Tesla at this point. They actually have manufacturing plants all over the world, similar to what Tesla has done. But they're used to changing their assembly lines for many different vehicle makes and models. So remember, a lot of car manufacturers just doesn't stamp out one vehicle, one style. They stamp out even other vehicle manufacturers' cars, or nameplates are put on them. And then they have different lines that they're running for the truck, for the sedan, for the 2-door. And then they have different manufacturing plants for all of them. So just keep that. That's the reason why I don't think Tesla's that far ahead as far as nimble goes. I think that it's closer than everybody thinks, is what I think. But let me know what you guys think. Because like I said, I don't, they went into trucking. They're trying to do that trucking, autonomous trucking, which has started actually. They're doing the trucking biz too. So I think there's a lot of room where competitors can get in the niche. I think Hamilton fought against the Fed Reserve creation. Yes, exactly. Agreed, Mr. Davis. Some crypto peeps live in utopian dream world. Cash will always be needed in some form. Dollar may lose some prominence, but won't disappear. Exactly right, Professor Antival. Totally agree with that. Andrew, 1816, fought Fed or central banking. Yeah, they always did. 1836 to 1865 was free last bank era. Banks had individual notes, each one. Curtis Davis doing some history, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly. Driven Fortitude. Oh, no. Hey, Vanessa, showing some love. Victor says, my top ETF index performers. Okay. VPU, FUTY, VOOG, SCHD, VYM, VIG, SPYV, FHLC, VOO, VTI, VNQ, SCHB, FXAIXO. Victor Marrero snuck in one. FNILX, FXAIX, ladies and gentlemen, you should check out, by the way. Thanks for dropping that gem as well. Spreading the risk with utility, tech, growth, emergent markets, and dividends. Very well. I have to leave this up on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. How awesome is that? All right. Let me go to what was I going to do here? Oh, we already went to that. Here's what I wanted to do. In fact, I thought I went and showed this, but maybe I did not. No, I did not show this because we still have a little doom and gloom to discuss. I'm putting down here in the chat room something that I'm about to bring up. I'm leaving this up here right now because Victor Marrero put a list out there for everyone. And you could do your own research, but those are excellent ETFs, especially diversified. Notice he has all of those in his portfolio. Now, he's saying those are the best performing, but you got to do your own due diligence and see if that's something that any one of these you may be interested in. But again, these are gems. These are some things that you need to consider. If the indexes go down, if stocks go down, then the ETFs and the index stocks go down. That also means that gives you an opportunity and an entry point. All right. So think about that. And now I'm bringing up something else. Oxfam says the rich got richer. Again, I'm pointing out this is from the pandemic 2021. 2020, 2021. Okay. Automation coming. MACDs in most places do not have people cashiers. That's right. It's eerie. Only PC checkout. Yes. I noticed that they literally act like the cashier is a worker in the back. And then when they see somebody come to the counter, then they come up there and see about it. Other than that, you see people standing there ordering on the screen. It's incredible what's happening. This is the way of the world, unfortunately. Elon scares me for many reasons. The man behind the company. Exactly, Vanessa Comagate. I agree with that. I like the spread, Victor. Exactly. Great job. 100% agree. Tesla going after bots or machines building the car. That's right. Each plant more revolutionary, so machine creates machine. Exactly, Curtis Davis. 110%. Where's everybody going to work? This is scary when you think about it. Curtis Davis, very eerie. It's here. Yep, it's here. Yep, they are in utopia. You got that right. There's the article that we're about to talk about. It's on the screen. Elon loves to stir the pot. Exactly. Don't be fooled. He knows exactly what he's doing, good and bad. Scary ego. Elon is one of the few who hope to rule the world. Sounds crazy, but no, that's what he's acting like. He's acting like Rupert Murdoch. Rupert Murdoch went around the world to get the media. So that's what he's doing. Same similar type of thing. Oxfam says the rich got richer in the pandemic. In case you just showed up and just found out about the live stream, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell down below the video in the description. There's things like free stocks from Robinhood and Webull. There's free $10 a Bitcoin like I always have on the live streams. If you want to start your own home-based business but don't want to use your residential address, then I suggest you use Opus Virtual Office. That link is down below. I also included a promo code so you don't have to pay the admin fee, and it's reports to the credit bureau. It gives you a business phone line, a business fax line. Somebody answers the phone for you in your company name, just for starters. The mail comes there in your business name. It could be forwarded, or you can pick it up if the place is close to where you live. Nonetheless, that's just 4 of many other items. They'll list you on 411, your phone number, your business phone number, that's included. And so that gives you a lot as far as being able to possibly get funding down the road as well. All right, now I have on the screen, because I can't put my cam on, it still looks like we're stuck. I can't put my So I'm going to keep rolling with this. All right, here we go. Billionaires have had a great pandemic and poor people have not. Inequality kills. Now, I left a link down to this so you guys can actually read this. All right. And this thesis that they have, it's no thesis. I agree with it. Billionaires during the pandemic, billionaires experienced the biggest surge in wealth since public records began tracking it, according to the report. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. The world's 10 richest men saw their wealth double from 700 billion to 1.5 trillion. Elon Musk alone saw a more than 1,000 increase in his wealth based on Forbes estimates, from 26 billion pre-pandemic to 294 billion. And as we know, that was November 2021. He's under 200 right now because his stock has decreased. All right, just so you guys know, but still 26 billion to almost 200 million is insane in just 1 year. Insane. Now you understand how far we are behind. The rich are getting richer because they have assets. And some of those assets are he owns the company and has shares in his own company. A lot of us do not have that ability to have shares in our own company that sell for $700 a share. All right. That's basically making money out of thin air. All right. So just keep that in mind. I want to let you know World Bank data, 99% of the world lost income, and more than 160 million were pushed into poverty during the pandemic. So again, ladies and gentlemen, now you know why. You can read this article. I put it in the chat room, but now you know why we had to discuss the situation all the time about passive income this year. You're going to need it. This is not going to stop. All right. It's not going to stop. I agree, Auntie Val. I don't know who is scarier, Elon or Bill Gates. Hey, everybody's the boogeyman. Ox Family News, no surprise, that's us in family. Exactly. I vote Bill Gates. He's been at it longer. Auntie Val, come on now. I don't know. I don't know what the guy's done, but we'll see. We'll see how it all turns out. I don't know who's out here trying to do what. I do know that Elon Musk, at least on the surface, it appears, solar power, electric vehicles, standalone, small homes, tiny homes that are self-sufficient. All this looks well and good, except the ecosystem and the way everything works. You have to buy the Tesla products, which are not cheap. They're expensive. So it's going to be very interesting what actually happens and what's going to happen to the United States power grid. Sri Lanka, small country, gone bankrupt. There we go. Curtis Davis, he's going with 5 games. That's 3 people, GSW in 5. Wow. No respect for the Celtics defense. They're in the top 5, ladies and gentlemen. All right. The East has like 3 of the top 5. Phoenix was also in the top 5. GSW, surprisingly, depending on what stats you're looking at, was in the top 5, which is very, very interesting. But are they going to be able to match up with the big 3? Jaylen Brown, Tatum, and Smart, all who are basically not 6 feet tall. They're taller than that. So, but the Warriors match up with those 3 very well. They have a lot of guys, 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". So they should be able to hold down the Celtics. That's why you have to pick GSW. All right. Well, here we are, 1 hour, 18 minutes in. I have the icon on the screen. If you joined us late, sorry I was late, but I had a malfunctioning webcam scenario. So I had to use the first ever live stream with an avatar. And again, please smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about, always subscribe to the channel, click the all notification bell, and share the video. Not just share this video, share other videos, because you never know what information could help people. This is very interesting. And if you missed out on the beginning of this live stream, SSN Lifestyle members, there is a promotion for this weekend in New Orleans. You can send somebody to New Orleans because the link is going to be up on SSN Lifestyle after this under Hot Deals. $799 for 3 nights. This week is Film Festival, Heritage Music Festival, New Orleans Pride activity is happening this weekend. That's why it's $460 per night in a 1-bedroom, 1 block from Canal Street, which means you're 1 block from being in the French Quarter. Walking distance, ladies and gentlemen. Streetcar line goes down the street as well, out because it's on Coronet Street. And that's a streetcar street. So the fact that you can stay 3 nights and it's only going to cost you $260 a night versus $460 a night, yeah, save $200. And you could receive commission if you're an SSN Lifestyle member already. Remember, you can still be free as an affiliate. You can still be a pro at $149. You can be elite at $399. You can be premier at $599, or you can be a Founders Club member at $24.99. It doesn't matter. You still receive commissions for referring somebody. And oh, by the way, if you're an SSN Lifestyle member, you can send an email to support at SSN Lifestyle. And guess what? Your 3 nights are going to cost less than the $799. How about that? June 3rd through June 6th. Check out on the 6th. 1 bedroom, has a kitchen, queen size bed in the bedroom, has a living room with a sofa sleeper so you can have 4 people. I mean, opportunity knocks. All right. Facts. She says Johnny Depp awarded $10 million. What was she thinking? She's done. Curtis Davis, I agree with you 100. $10 million plus $350,000 because the state of Virginia punitive damages can only be maxed at $350,000, so he does not get the $5 million. Otherwise, it would have been $15 million, so he gets $10,350. She gets $2 million because they're attributing his attorney, Mr. Feldman, as being Johnny Depp's statements and defamed her, so she gets $2 million. So they're going to settle on something. Who knows what that's going to be? Whether he's going to try and say, okay, I want $8 million, or whether he says, okay, I'll just take $3 million or whatever. Who knows what's going to happen with that? But the numbers actually lie right now. The $10 million for him and the $2 million for her, those, she's going to owe money regardless. And she's going to have to probably pay for his attorney fees. But the fact of the matter is, there's going to be a settlement. It's not so. Oftentimes when judgments happen in the background, they don't ever show you what happens 3 months later, 6 months later. Sometimes there's settlement agreements, and they'll say, okay, just give me $3 million plus my lawyer fees or whatever. So that's going to be interesting. Don't worry about Miss Heard. Elon will pay it for her. Oh, that's funny stuff right there. Yeah, that's crazy stuff right there. That's going to be very interesting. So very, very interesting. There's a lot to talk about regarding that. All right. 1 hour, 20 minutes in, and we're going to get into another screenshot, because 5 things to invest in. I use Google. I don't disagree with Google, in fact. So let's see if you disagree. Let's see if you disagree with any of this. You might notice something. Let's see if anybody notices anything here. because this is very interesting, right? Let's see who notices anything. Seek out number one. Everybody on podcast, 5 things to invest in when a recession hits. 1, seek out core sector stocks. You know that list that Marrero was putting up for the ETFs and index funds? Remember we're talking about when I said drive ETF, when I was talking about some other sectors of stocks. This is what we're talking about. You might be inclined to give up on stocks, but experts say it's best not to flee equities completely. This is coming from a third party. I don't even know who's making this up. Smartasset.com. Focus on reliable dividend stocks. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. You heard about it. Apple, Microsoft, those guys. Let's talk about oil stocks that give dividends. You could talk about other dividend stocks as well. So once again, you've heard that here at the SSN Nation. No surprise. Consider buying real estate. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. You heard about that as well. Real estate, like, that Dominican Republic pre-construction. Yeah, that's a good thing. Or any real estate, because real estate prices are starting to go down. Purchase precious metal investments. Now, number 4, a lot of people, this is the playbook that people have used over the last century. When banks are foreclosing, or going out of business, when homes are being foreclosed upon, when the stock market goes down, people would rush their money into precious metals. There was not any type of crypto. So you know what that means. There's a difference right now. People have taken their money out of the stock market and put it into crypto. So therefore, the gold, silver, and precious metals market is not the same. All right. So number 5 is important. Invest in yourself. Now you see where we're going here. That's why I've been talking about SSN lifestyle. So therefore, start your own business. Doesn't have to be SSN lifestyle. It could be whatever you love to do. Start your own business. All right. And once again, if anybody would like to, you're going to have to be a member of SSN lifestyle. Once again, if you're thinking about going or are going to New Orleans this weekend, you have a full package, not package, but 3 nights, 4 days, 1-bedroom condo, full kitchen, sofa sleeper, queen bed in the bedroom, 1 bath, and it sleeps up to 4, and you're going to be spending roughly $265 a night, and the going rate is $460 per night. All right, so big difference. SSN Nation, you can also go to SSN Lifestyle and pay that price, and if you're a member of SSN Lifestyle, then you're going to pay less than the $7.99. So imagine that. And it's 1 block from the French Quarter. All right. Let's see what else we got going. Eric, they're bringing the luau nights at Margaritaville starting this month with the fire show and oh my. We're very excited. Money, if you know what I mean. Exactly, Victor Marrero. I know what you mean. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm talking about. People are already paying top dollar to stay at his Margaritaville property, booked 100%. And now they have luau nights, which means more money. So imagine that you're an SS. This is, let me get something in your head right now. Even though there's a recession possibly coming, notice people are still spending their money at Margaritaville, paying the $400 to $500 to $600 to $800 to $1,000 per night. Like I keep saying, once again, passive income from real estate is going to be needed during a down economy, because the top 10 percenters, they're still out here spending money. They're going on about their life because why? They're making more money during a recession than they do when there's a good economy. So just keep that in mind. And I know what he means by money. And this is also means there's opportunity for the experiences part. Imagine, I don't know who his company is that's managing Margaritaville, but can you imagine? They're already telling the people that are staying with them, hey, we're going to have luau nights at Margaritaville, and there may be a price to pay for luau nights. So guess what? They're going to be able to make a percentage on that. I don't know if that's the case, but I'm just giving you an idea. It's also where they're being able to package up, and somebody says, well, I want to go to that mini golf place. They get a little bit of kibbles and bits from that. The person says, hey, I want to go to Disney or Universal. Do you have any tickets? Yeah, okay, $10 off, $20 off, whatever. But when you have 1,000 people a month coming through and somebody's getting $5 for sending somebody over here, that's 5 G's a month, ladies and gentlemen, from all the parks. I mean, just adds up. Somebody says, I want to take off and go to this golf course over here. Well, hey, check this out. Can you imagine? This is the kind of thing that's happening. And again, I have to allude to SSN Lifestyle members. You're going to be able to get in on some of this passive income because you're going to be able to invest in businesses that will cater towards this. And we're going to be in the Dominican Republic doing this, ladies and gentlemen, especially in hot spots like this. In fact, Victor Marrero has me curious right now. He has me real curious. Luau nights at Margaritaville. It got me curious because this is the opportunity when you are able to put yourself in position to be in management. There it is, Lone Star Luau. Oh man, I wonder if we're gonna get what an incredible Margaret. Oh, that's in. Okay, never mind. Oh wait, did I put in Margaritaville, Orlando? We're not going to be able to wait. We're not going to be able to find out the price, I don't think. Live entertainment Tuesday to Sunday nights. Salty Rim. All right, you guys are going to get a chance to see this, I guess. Now you see what all the hoopla is about just from the pictures, right? Let's see if we can pull up resort offers. No, I think I want experiences. Nope. Maybe Victor Marrero can let us know about the luau. Is that going to be included in their reservation, or are they going to have to pay for it? We'll have to find out. Salty Rim. It should. Polynesian Nights. There it is. Every Saturday in June and July for guests with access to Fins Up Beach Club. I'm pretty sure that's where it's going to be at. Let's see if that's it. I don't know if that's going to be it or not, but June 4th, July 30th, Saturday. This event is complimentary to all guests with access to Fins Up Beach Club. I don't know if this is the luau, but it could be. And then this brings us up to, why don't we just go see? In fact, how many people? Let's go with, no. We'll do 4 just to be good. Let's check this availability for this weekend. Let's see what they're talking about. Shall we? This is going to be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. This is, again, why you need to consider getting into real estate. Because regardless of economy, you'll be able to generate revenue. All right, so let's see what we got here. And again, this is in Margaritaville, and I believe that they're selling these now for $1 million or $2 million. I can't remember what Victor Marrero said before. Okay, reasonable. Not outrageous. This is by rental. I don't know which one. We'll go with cottages. Cottages are cooler, although the resort's cool too. Friday the 3rd through the 6th, 1 to 8 bedroom cottages. Holy Toledo. $348 per night for a 1 bedroom. $368 for a 2 bedroom. 3 bedroom, $400. Oh, taxes and fees are not included. All right. So we're going to be over 400 for sure. So we're at $1,200 for the cottages. 2-bedroom cottage, $400 with free drinks, no passport, free drinks, Polynesian nights, but I don't know about the luau though. So for 1350. So we're roughly at what is that? 450 a night, right? Something like that. 475 a night. That's what we get up to after tax. So we'll find out. Okay. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. How had such a good time the last time I was in New Orleans. Good people. Exactly, Professor Auntie Love New Orleans. What's very interesting is they have this band there that comes at Jackson Square, and they come around all over. And another story, when I was there, I took film of them. And then one day on Facebook, I think it was Facebook, I saw them. They put out a promotion that they were going to be in some concert thing. And then I was like, hey, this is when you guys were at Jackson Square. I actually sent them the video. And they were like, what the heck? Because it was like, well, now it was probably like 10 years ago. So they were younger and they were like, yeah, because they were going around town trying to make a name for themselves. And now they're in concerts, big venues and everything. Lots of love. Old school hip hop song called Slow Down by Brand Nubian. Les Nubian, Brand Nubian. I like them both. You got that right. We know who Brand Nubian is. FSM, gold, silver, PLG, FCX up 1%. Yes, Curtis Davis. It is up 1%, but I don't know if gold, silver, and precious metals, you guys, we know, we've been talking about this. Gold and silver has come down as well, which is highly unusual when there's a bear market. They've come down like 20%. And remember, people paid premiums for their precious metals. Now, these are stocks, but still, stock prices have fallen 10, 15, 20% for gold, silver, and precious metals. All these are something we should hold, but I'm not anxious to rush back into them. I wouldn't be. Thanks for the info, Mr. Davis. Exactly, Professor Auntie Val and Chili Davis, ladies and gentlemen. You got to go check out his channel. Chili Davis gives stock updates. I do not receive YouTube notification, even though I click the bell. I unclick the bell, click the bell again. I still don't get YouTube notifications. So you got to go over there, show him some support, subscribe to the channel. He helps people out day, night. You never know when he's going to drop videos, but he's dropping some gems over there. I went over there the other day and I was like, damn, he was talking about the Amazon split. And I was like, man, it's almost here. And he gave that update. So I was like, right on. We're staying at our Margaritaville home this weekend for a Saturday night concert. I haven't seen the inside of the home for over a year with all the rentals. I am nervous. Victor Morero, you should be nervous, quite frankly. But here's one other thing, though. I have to say this, and this is true. The more people pay, and I shouldn't even say it's about pay. If the place looks upscale, like Margaritaville is upscale, the more people care about taking care of it. That's the thing that you have to remember. The wear and tear, if you're going to rent something out for 365 days a year, and out of that, you're going to rent 270 days, there will be wear and tear just simply by multiple people getting up and down, especially if you have a place that sleeps 6 or 8 or 9. Now you have that many people in a room for a week or 5 days, and then you have another group of 5 or 6 people just by sitting, getting up and down, having people come from the pool area, coming from partying late night. You're gonna have accidents. What I mean by that is you're gonna have people wet, getting on your sofa, getting on your chairs, getting in your rug, or usually should have tile. They probably do, but you're gonna have these things that just happens because you have a large amount of people. Vacation rentals are different than somebody coming to your house. They're people on vacation. Remember, they're bringing in luggage, putting the luggage on the floors, on the bed, on the sofas, on your coffee table, sofa tables. They're putting luggage everywhere, not even really tripping. There's lots of things people are doing that creates wear and tear on the overall unit. But the good news is they have reserve every 3 years. And I have to agree with him. If this is like the second year, then that's when things start getting crazy when you rent at high volumes. And he rents at high volumes. Everybody's renting in Margaritaville is high volume rentals, meaning if you can do 100% over a 3 or 4 month period, or 95% over like 7 or 8 month period, that's high volume. That means he has a right to be afraid, because there's going to be wear and tear. You're not going to like what you're going to see, because there's going to be tears here, possibly. There could be a bunch of things. And so this is what I'm going to say. Victor Marrero, while you're there, and since you do live in the area, you should be talking to them about picking up replacement pieces. So in other words, you're already given a 5% reserve every month. And granted, over the 3-year period or 4, I can't remember what it was, that's going to be, 30 grand, 25, 30, maybe even more for replacement. But keep in mind, with the amount of money you make, you should probably take out, or even if they won't take out the extra, you should probably take out the extra and see about if they're going to let you replace prior to, instead of having to wait the 3 to 4 years, because you're renting at high volumes. So you guys are almost at replacement of certain pieces almost every year, it would seem to me. Just saying. Because I'm in the same boat when it comes to timeshare replacements. They are on the same schedule, 3 to 4 years. And when you have high volumes, just from sand and just anomalies get in your place, there's wear and tear. It can't wait 3 to 4 years. You have to replace things before that. So if you can, that would be something of interest that you may want to consider, especially since you're making so much money. Yes, it's part of the nightly rental. Anyone that rents my place will have access to the luau. Oh, that's beautiful. So it's going to be free. Just like they say. So that's the Polynesian Nights. That's awesome. I want to be you when I grow up, Mr. Marrero. Professor Auntie Val with the heart. Yes, Professor Auntie Val. Victor Marrero did some things, but so have you. So, and by the way, you can go to Margaritaville anytime you want. Thanks, Victor, Obsidian Line, the code keeper. Auntie Val for that. His list, ladies and gentlemen, is what Obsidian Line, the code keeper, is referring to. All right, Auntie Val, I am rolling here. Honestly, it's all timing and a strategy. The rest is just go for it attitude. I missed my opportunities while in the Army, just trying to catch up. Victor Marrero, come on, man. I think you caught up. You've done very, very well. Even if you did nothing, you already have done the rentals in Georgia, the rental in Georgia. You already done the rental in Orlando. You already set yourself up for the Dominican Republic. You pretty much and bought the property at the Margaritaville at the right price. You probably have done the same thing with the Punta Cana property. And your other property you have also increased in value, and you're getting rental income from all of them. So that's a win. You're already going to be fine because you can always raise the rent. So just like right now, that's like what, $400 a night for a 2-bedroom. I can't never remember what you have, but the $400 a night is with today's prices. 3 years ago, you wouldn't have gotten $1,352 in June for 3 nights. It would have been like 11 something. So you always get to stay ahead with inflation from the values of your rentals. So that means that you can now just live off of those by themselves, in my opinion, because you already have your ROI back, and your rental rate is so high that you're making more than enough to take care of yourself just off of that one investment. Never mind the others. That's right. Victor is right. It's never too late to play catch up. Exactly right, Vanessa Comagate, because we're all actually still playing catch up, because there's no way we can't absorb 20% a year price increases. There's just no way. Yes, sir. I understand, but we are all going to end. SSN fam won't settle for less. Exactly, Auntie Val. Exactly. There are going to be many opportunities to make money in this economy. Just pay attention. That's right, Vanessa Comagate 100. Good point, Eric, about the replacements. I'll definitely take note of that. Good idea. Yeah, Victor Morrell. Yeah, since you don't handle it, since you have a rental company, they all do the same thing. They just sit there and go, oh, yeah, we're just going to change it 3 to 4. And I agree with you because I've been to some of my places after 3 years and I was like, man, why didn't you guys change this like last year? Why you wait this year? Just because you're going to have these little cuts in the sofas, some of the worn items like arm rails or something on chairs and things like that are worn. It's like, you got kids running around in places, you got adults acting crazy, partying. Not like you're breaking stuff, but they're playing around, dancing, doing things, and then the next thing you know, you sit down on the couch or sofa or chairs awkwardly, or 2 or 3 people, 4 or 5 people all sitting on furnitures and things. I mean, 3 years is a long time, in my opinion. But Ethan Allen, you got to choose the right stuff, the right furnishings. But I do want to say this one more time. That's right. Victor's right. It's never too late to play catch up. Auntie Val, facts. Exactly. Yes, ma'am. That's all we like to deal with around here, especially Professor Auntie Val's in the house. We have a lot of people here that have a wealth of knowledge and different points of views, and that helps everybody. So that's why you should share the videos, ladies and gentlemen, because you never know who you're going to help. That's why you should also go down below in the description and make sure you check out all the different offers. And I'll mention it again. I haven't mentioned this, an hour and 46 minutes, but don't forget about Crypto Tab. It's a browser where you can earn free Bitcoin. And from that, you can actually use your link and sign up other people. And you're using free Bitcoin mining your computer or your laptop or your desktop or your tablet. All the devices can be connected. Plus, when you refer other people, they're in your network. So you're getting a little pennies from their mining. And so the next thing you know, you might have 10, 20, 30 people. And now all of a sudden you're getting 1 cent a day or 2 cents a day or 3 cents a day. You never know. And that's passive income, ladies and gentlemen. You have devices sitting in your closet right now, not earning anything. You just have them sitting there wasting away because they're on old operating systems or whatever. You could actually turn that into money, ladies and gentlemen, and you don't have to get a mining rig. So that link's down below in the description. All right. So here we go. However, one thing about these luxury rental management companies, they're in bed with the furniture stores, i.e., they always get a cut of the deal. It's a big Italian mafia. Exactly. He's exactly right. He's almost locked in because they're not going to pretty much I don't think it's worth an ask. It's worth a try, but I don't think they're going to allow him to go off on his own and buy something. That's the problem. I think they're going to lock you in. They're going to say, okay, well, then we're not going to rent for you then. I think they're pretty much locking it up. It would be nice if they just said, hey, here's what we need from Ethan Allen, and then let you go in and make your own deal. But then again, their deal should be better than the individual deal because they're furnishing a whole floor or section of the property. So you would think that they would be able to get thousands of dollars off versus me walking in. They'd be like, I'm sorry, this is $35,000 for this package. Whereas they might charge Margaritaville $27,500. So that's one of the little downfalls. But it would be nice if they would have allowed you to put in changes like on any wearable items with before the 3 or 4 year time frame. I'd still ask though to see, but that's part of business. Locked in rates on furniture, but you are both making money. Exactly, Curtis Davis. The thing is though, there's a reserve. So the owner is actually paying for the furniture package. It's not like they're putting in a percentage to help pay for the package. They're not taking out of their profits to help you pay for your furniture package. They still reap the rewards. That's the problem. But it's not, it's all give and take. But the thing is, they're reaping the rewards from me paying 5% per month. And then at the 3 years, they're going to go, okay, there's 30 grand in here. And so we're going to replace everything. And then they get to charge, or we, being management and me as the owner, we are going to charge more money next year, but they still get more money. They get more profit. I still got to put in 5%, 6%, 7% to go pay for this furniture package. So that is the beautiful scenario of why SSN Lifestyle members, you'll be having an opportunity to invest in management company, because it's a win-win-win scenarios are possible, especially in a place that has lots of different experiences that can happen. All right, we're talking about 1 hour, 50 minutes in. The reason you see the icon on the screen is because I can't get my camera up, and that's the problem. So tonight we had to run live using the icon. And once again, members of the channel, if you ever want to join me, you can cut off your webcam and you will have an icon. You can actually add your icon. Like Prometheus, when he was on, he put his icon on here. So you can do that too. All right. You are so correct. They don't allow owners to go directly to Ethan Allen's store. You can do it, but you won't be in their rental program. Yep. Plus, they want uniformity, which I can understand. Yep. It's standard issues, ladies and gentlemen. I had a feeling, because they won't let you go off the reservation. And by the way, this is something for people who bought at Arco at Vistacana. I think they have a rental program, and their rental program is the same thing. You're going to have to deal with their furniture package. And quite frankly, this is standard issue across the board. They're not going to let you go out here and buy something and be in the rental program. As an individual owner, you can buy something, but you're not going to be in the rental program. That's the problem. And I can't blame them for the uniformity. Now, if you're going to be a random rental program that you're doing several different condos, well, that's up to the individual condo owner, and it's up to you as the management company if you want to take them on as a client. Because quite frankly, I am going to say, as a management of other people's properties, if we accept them as a client, there's going to be a blurb in there about updating items, because you have a standard to maintain. So if somebody sees your name, like when we looked on here, I think it said Rentley. So I don't know if that's the company that he has, but it might be. So you see Rentley online. So if Rentley has a place for rent and you see their name on another property, you stayed at Margaritaville, you saw the condition of that property, and you said, okay, I like it. It was awesome. Now you see a name on another property in Orlando that says Rentley, and then it's not as good. That could ultimately be a brand negative situation. So you want to have clients, if you're going to go off on Punta Cana like what I plan on doing, then that means I have to be picky about which clients, which properties that you want to have. You don't want to have low end, really, if you can avoid it. But if you do decide to take low end, then you have to have a commitment from those people that, hey, we're holding out 5% or 10% from everything for furniture upkeep. You're going to have to do this, ladies and gentlemen, from a business standpoint. So I can't fault anybody for not allowing an owner to just go off the reservation and put in whatever they want, because we want it to be looking top notch all the time if possible. All right, SSN team getting all the money out the deal, end-to-end investing. Exactly, Mr. Financial. That's what we like to do. We want to keep this in-house as much as possible, ladies and gentlemen. So actually, Victor Morel, let me ask you something. So with all the activities in Orlando, are you able to interject? Because I know I can't. I don't think you may be either, but I still got to ask, are you able to interject to get extra value from your property? Meaning, if you live in Orlando and you may know the guys at somebody at Universal. You may know somebody at Disney. You may know somebody at one of the popular locations in Orlando where you can get crazy discount deals. Are you able to interject this into your rental? Which, again, I don't know of any place that would allow that, but I was just curious, because that would be something totally different. Because once again, we're blocked from that. We can't offer anything to the guys. We can't even leave something in the room outside of the renter's jurisdiction, outside of the property jurisdiction, quite frankly. So that's always something to look at. Our management is LRR. Oh, okay, I've heard of them. I think we pulled it up before where it said LRR somewhere. Management company, luxury residential resorts. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. How sweet is that? All right, ladies and gentlemen, 1 hour, 55 minutes in. Please smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. And I appreciate you being here, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, even though I had to show up late, even though I'm with the icon tonight, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. All right, so you guys know we're 2 hours in. The party hasn't stopped yet. Let me do a little promo, shall we? In fact, no, I won't do that. I was thinking of something else. Nope, not going to do that. I have so many things lined up, but the other day I did Pearl Beach Club. I did the all 2-minute one. I'm going to do a 1 minute, a shorter version of Pearl Beach Club. This is in Punta Cana, in case you're new here, in the Dominican Republic. Check this out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, can't get the cam up. This is crazy. I don't know what's blocking, but there's something blocking my cam. All right, so I put in, I see your message. I'm going to close down some things so maybe I can open it up. This is about, let me ask, what is the process for furniture that is damaged or broken by a guest? Okay, the reason why I always have loved resort condo hotels is because the person a lot of things. The resort and yourself have insurance for somebody breaks it. You also have the deposit and a person's credit card on file. So that's two things that you're going to use. If somebody busts up, steals something, does whatever, they use their insurance that you actually have been paying for to get back the replacement. It's that simple. I don't know what Margaritaville does, but that's what my properties do. Thanks, Eric. SSN fam. Let's see. Here we go. We have a Disney and Universal deck inside Margaritaville. Depending on the season, owners can get discounts. I believe these can be transferred to the renters. Plus, we have free shuttles to all parks. Right. But the revenue stream from it stays with the management company, I believe, right? I don't think they give you part of the profits from the difference. Because, I mean, even though it might be $5-10, but nonetheless. Victor Marrero might chime in on this as well. I don't know what happens. I'm sure he's been renting there for a while. Maybe somebody has broken something. But again, traditionally with my properties, I'll give you an example. I'll give you a story. So in Scottsdale, Arizona, at the Scottsdale Villa Mirage, a 2-bedroom, guys rented the place, came in. There's 3 flat screen TVs on the wall. There's some other stuff like coffee maker or whatever. Within like 3 or 4 hours, I get a call after they check in, and it's like 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. The property guys are saying, hey, your tenants stole TVs, stole whatever little minor other items. So they're like, we're sending you pictures over. In the middle of the night, they sent pictures over. So I don't even trip. I'm like, okay, whatever. I go to bed, wake up. I look at the pictures. I'm like, damn, they literally like, they didn't unscrew. They just literally snatched, grabbed stuff off the wall, the TVs. So the walls messed up, TVs are gone, brackets messed up, and the place has insurance for it all. Plus, they had to deal with their credit card charges. So in my case, that's the only time somebody actually has done any significant serious damage in 12 years. In fact, that's the only person that ever did anything crazy like that. Crazy. So once again, now, if you're doing a normal rental, let's say it's not a resort, well, therein lies the situation. That's why you want to have a management company. Or if you're using Airbnb or VRBO, you have up to $1 million worth of damages as well. So that's why I like using those platforms, because you actually have insurance built in, and they have the person's information, credit cards as well, but you already have insurance by using those platforms. So the backup was, just so you know, Scottsdale Villa Mirage was an Airbnb rental. So therefore, I contacted Airbnb. I sent them the pictures. They had to try and contact the people. Police even got involved, because now you're dealing with a value. This is like 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. So therefore, that value was over whatever number to make it a felony scenario. So then police are looking for these people. It got crazy. So Airbnb looked at everything, and at the end of the day, Scottsdale handled everything as far as I know, because Airbnb never sent me any additional information to sign off on any insurance. So that's how it works. But if you go individually, like a management company that's off-site, like what we're talking about, these condo rentals, and not using Airbnb, going through that. Now, keep in mind, when we have ours for SSN Lifestyle, we're going through the platforms. So they all have insurance. So if somebody jacks something up, we're getting our money back for it. That, and there may be another layer as well, because I'm thinking we're doing an authorization as well, just so we can keep people honest. That's one of the reasons why I always like condo hotels. Let's see. Auntie Val, good question. LRR has an operations budget for replacements under 250. There we go. A very strict inventory is done after each checkout, and renters are charged. That's exactly right. That's to the short end of it. But what happened? Well, I'm pretty sure this hasn't happened, because it's, like I said, it's only happened to me one time in 10 years. So I'm pretty sure it probably doesn't happen at Margaritaville. But have you ever had anybody, Victor Morel, have you ever had anybody do more than 250 in damage? That's what I want to know. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, tell me about it. My neighbor had his Margaritaville blender stolen, and the renter was charged immediately. He had another brand new blender same day. LRR don't play. They're like drill sergeant. See, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I always like the condo hotel concept, because once you have the management company, it's in play, and people have to check in, you have their card. So you automatically have an authorization. And now it's like, okay, so you stole something. Well, you authorize this amount, we'll take it, or we'll take less than the authorized amount. And then people get upset and go, why is the authorization? Why can't you take it off in 24 hours? I'm like, that's not how it works. You're staying at a place. It's valuable. If you mess it up, the people want to be able to make sure they can recoup their money. So they're not going to release that authorization anytime sooner. So they want to make sure you check out. Somebody goes, checks the unit, make sure it's thumbs up, and then we'll release it. But because it's on a Sunday, it's going to take probably 3 days. Just how it works. Good info, Victor and Eric. Thank you. No problem, Professor Onival. There you go. That's it exactly. That sounds like great coverage. Awesome. Exactly. In fact, why don't I show, since we're here at Margaritaville, showing some love there, Airbnb insurance for homeowners. Here we go. I'll pull it up. This is what, well, it's right here. Pretty simple. That's why you like platforms. So see here, air cover for host, top to bottom protection, 1 million liability, 1 million damage, pet damage as well if you allow pets, 14-day filing window, income loss protection, deep cleaning protection, quick reimbursements. Now, again, because the resort itself had insurance, it took care of it. But so I don't know how long it would have taken for air cover or how good they are. But I'll go VRBO, which is the other. So we can go look here and I'll Google that. Let's see who they have. VRBO, they used to have a third party. There we go. Through Generali Global Assistance. Okay, so there we go. I'm trying to just get it real quick. You can set a damage deposit amount that your guests will be responsible for if they cause damage. Okay, I won't go there. That's not who I want. Where's their? That's not it. Here we go. Accidental damage protection. You got to pay. So here's their policies: 99 for 5,000, 79 for 3,000. That's how they operate. So each renter, you can add it in. Well, add it into the price or charge the renter, whatever you want to do. But either way, each rental, that's what you're going to pay if you want that coverage. And then, of course, you can buy another policy separately if we're talking about individuals and they're not condo hotel types environments or cottage hotel environments. So that's what you do with VRBO. Let me see. I think Vicata, specialty insurance products, you have to pay. Oh, that's vacant. You got to pay with them as well. But nonetheless, you have the insurance for it either way, whether the people pay for it themselves or you pay for it. Either way, you're good. So all platforms are the same pretty much. So that's the least of your worries in reality. But I always like to charge, quite frankly. I like to charge. I like to have a credit card when at least authorize it one way or another. I always like that better than even on the platform trying to get a deposit, an additional deposit from them. I'd rather have them come in and swipe the card and be like, okay, there's a $500 hold or whatever you want to make it. $1,000, it doesn't really matter. It's just a hold authorization. I like that much better. And the more high end your property, the more high end that nobody cares that you swiped 1,000 authorization. All right. So just keep that in mind. Again, that's why I always say high end. Now, I want to show you guys something else that we haven't talked about. Let's see here. I'm going to go with, we haven't talked about it, Dominican Today. There's always some updates every Wednesday, the courtesy of Victor Marrero. That's interesting. Let's see what's been happening with tourism, because make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, the beat goes on. No residentes. Tourism breaks record again in May with visitor arrivals. Almost 3 million visited the country in 5 months. 561,000 in May. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, can you believe this? Even with lockdowns from European countries, even with Ukraine and Russian visitors not coming. Well, Ukrainian visitors are coming, but Russian visitors are not. Can you I'm in shock by this, ladies and gentlemen. I am in shock. I am in shock. I'm in shock. 561,000 in May. You know what this means? Okay, let me stop getting excited. Do you know what this means? This means generally 60%. That means 300,000 probably came through Punta Cana area. And the other 200 and some odd thousand went through to the other destinations on the island. 11% above May 2018, 6% above 2019, and last May, of course, 44%. This is incredible. 453,000 were foreigners. Oh my, they're going to get 6 million this year. They're on pace to get past 6 million. Ladies and gentlemen, this is great. This is great. Wow. This is bullish news. Very bullish news. All right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, how about that? Record in May. How about that? I did not expect that. Wow. All right. So after that sterling rendition, wow. How do you monitor damages on your rentals? Your management company does an inventory. How do you charge them? Notify Airbnb? Yes, Victor Marrero. Basically, it's not like, remember, your property may be different. Remember, when you stay at a hotel, what do? Right? All you know is they usually have housekeeping come in, clean up the place. That's it. Housekeeping, because they clean up the place, then they find out if there's any damages or something's in disarray. And that's where something comes about afterwards. But again, I don't literally, I don't have any problems. The one time is the only time I had problems in 12 years, no other time. But I don't know how Margaritaville works, but I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. They're hotels or, cottages, hotel, whatever. I'm pretty sure you don't have too much damage going on. I'm pretty sure. So I can't even answer it because they don't really monitor like how you may be describing. It's not like they take inventory of all the plates, the cup, the dishes, and all that. They don't waste time with none of that. What they do is they probably look in there and see like, okay, there's 6 or 8 glasses, whatever, cups and mugs, 6 to 8, whatever the number's supposed to be. They look at that and they see it. And if there's a problem, then they just replace it. But if it's like damage, such as like I was describing, TVs off walls, well, that would be a problem. If there's damage like sofas messed up and broken up, again, I guess there would be a problem. But that's never happened for me, so I can't even answer what happens. And I've never gotten any calls about somebody saying, hey, the sofa's gone or the coffee maker's taken or stolen. Never had any problems like that. That's the weird part. Thousands of rentals. all over the world, but they're all condo hotels. So, how do you charge them? Notify if okay. So again, if there was okay, first of all, if they called me up and said, "Hey, Eric, there's a problem," then there's two insurances. Airbnb has one, and the property has one. So, like I said, at Scottsdale, the property handled the whole thing. No big deal. Didn't call me up to pay anything. It was crazy. I was expecting them to call me up and say, "Hey, man, we got a deductible of X amount, whatever." They didn't do anything. But again, Airbnb was in on it too. So maybe Airbnb sent over something to help out. I don't know. But all I'm saying is I didn't get hemmed up about it at all. All I got was 3 a.m. and 2 a.m. in the morning talking about somebody stole TVs, wrecked the place, did whatever. I was half asleep. So I can't even answer for my properties. That's the only one that's ever happened. I'm trying to even think out of all the rentals I ever had. I can't think of anybody calling me up saying stuff is damaged or stolen. But keep in mind, most people are vacation. They're vacation renting. They're not really trying to come there and travel all that way just to steal stuff. So it's a rare thing. And speaking of that, Victor Moreau, let me ask you, how many has your property even been damaged over how long you've owned it? I don't know if it's been 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, but it's got to be at least 4 or 5 years because I remember Margaritaville was going to be built about that time. So let me know in the time how many years you've owned yours. Has there ever been any call up where they said, "Hey, there's damage"? I mean, I can understand plate or some little stuff like that, but I haven't even gotten calls for that. But let me know if you've ever had damage at Margaritaville of any significance. I'd be surprised if you did. All right. So I wanted to bring up the last thing, and then we'll roll out of here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you for putting up with the icon. Hopefully I can have that corrected. I have a feeling I have to shut down my computer. Let's see here. Where do I want to go? Hold on. This is where I want to go. Okay, let's see here. That's not it. That's not it. Huh. I can't find what I want. All right. Well, we'll change up here in a second. Because I'm getting back on a little. I'm trying to pull up a PDF, but for whatever reason, this is crazy. It's not allowing me to, so that's interesting. Okay, so we have more gremlins in the system. Very, very interesting. All right, well, can't bring that up either. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap this up, but I'm going to wait to hear from Victor Marrero. Screen sharing is canceled. Okay, I know it has. I want to hear from Victor Marrero if he's ever had an issue with his property. And let me know how many years, because I'm very curious, because you have high end, and at all my high end places, I've never had an issue. And some of the high end places I've had for 7, 8, 9 years, and there's never been an issue. And then again, I must say something else. No place that I owned did they ever. That's interesting. Did a person ever stay a month or ever stay like 3 weeks? So I've never had that. Most people stay 7 nights, 8 nights or less. And oftentimes 2, 3, 4 nights, generally in that ballpark. So at all the high-end places, I've never had. Scottsdale Villa Mirage could be considered high-end too, like I said, depending on what it is. But let me see if Victor's with us still. Let me know, Victor. Have you ever had any problems at your Margaritaville, and what did they do? I mean, serious, not the coffee maker stuff, but if there's been any, like, a $500, $1,000, $1,500 damage of any sort, let me know. Okay, I know where this stuff is now. That's weird. This is really weird. I think I'm going to have to go check my computer. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. I'm waiting for Victor Morero to let me know because this gives everybody an idea on these high-end properties, what you can expect. And wow, interesting. I was getting ready to pull up something from the beach, and it appears that I can't because I was going to bring up the floor plan for the 3-bedroom unit. So, and Marrero, actually, let me know how big is your Margaritaville unit, square footage wise. Let me know. Okay, so here we go. Very good info tonight. Thank you so much, Vanessa Comagate. Thank you for being here once again. In my 2 years after closing, only one fist fight inside my kitchen. Margaritaville police came immediately and kicked them out. They broke my broom and damaged towel racks. Only one pillow stolen, 100. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's interesting. Yeah, I've never had any situations, fights, nothing. But see, this is what I'm saying. He's done 2 years, and this is the worst incident that's happened. So literally, nobody's ever walked out, which is hard to do, quite frankly. That's the other thing. It's not like you can walk out and be like carrying stuff without people seeing it. They're going to call. Even guests are going to call. Like the guys were at Scottsdale, I'm pretty sure we're carrying out 55, 60-inch TVs. And people were like, okay, we know this is a rental complex. What's going on? Nobody lives here. So no, there's nobody should be taking anything out of here. So but $100, that's minor. That's pretty good. That's good to know. So again, ladies and gentlemen, see, this is what I'm talking about. Again, when we start talking about high-end properties, this is what I'm referring to. There's going to be a minimum of bad things happening because you're going to have the security. You're going to have the air of this is a very nice place. So you get to take advantage of all that, and you're charging. So generally, you're not going to have people in there that's willing to put down their ID, their credit cards, and then going to steal something because they're all trackable. They're traceable, which is the funny part with the guys that in Scottsdale, one of the guys actually had fake credentials, which is another very, very interesting thing. That was crazy. But nonetheless, it would have to be something. And again, they actually paid during prime time. They actually paid like $400 a night. So it was already prepaid for that. They put down a security deposit at the hotel. All of that showed ID and still was trying to steal stuff. Needless to say, easily caught because they're from the area, as it turns out, which made matters even worse. So that was one of the rarest. That's the only place that ever happened. And now Victor Morel says in his 2 years at Margaritaville, the worst that has happened is that, which is very, very interesting. So again, I always say, try to make sure that you have, I think this is what I'm looking for. Try to make sure that you have high end, or try to make your property appear to be high end. 1,300 square feet, 2-bed, 2.5 bath. Both rooms have their own balconies and full baths, so they're master suites. Very nice. And then a half bath. So then if that is awesome. So this is right here. The reason I'm asking all this, Maria, I appreciate you sharing, is so people can get an idea of what to understand. He has a 2-bedroom. So when I was showing Margaritaville for this weekend, they're charging roughly $450, $460 a night all in. So for those 3 nights, it came to 13 something. I might still have it on the screen. Wasn't it 1355? So I don't know how they actually break it down, but he's got to give up 30% of some price. But I'll just we'll round down to 1300 because I don't think they're going to take the fees and taxes and give you part of that. So, this isn't what I need. So, what I'm trying to get at though is they got 30% of whatever the number is. It could be 1200, but 30% is going to give them like $360 off of 1200, let's say. So he ends up with for 8-7, so 840. I think that's or 740. No, 840. So he has 840 in profits from that. And that's just 3 nights. That's a lot. That's a very nice profit, ladies and gentlemen. And if you can imagine doing that 2 nights here, 3 nights there, 5 nights here, 7 nights there, and you somehow have 100% booked out, and then you do that 10 times, now you can see where he would have that 9,000 to, well, some dates are more costly than others, especially when you get around summertime. So now you got $9,000, $10,000, $12,000 profit per month. Now, I want to illustrate this because if I could ever pull this up, which for some reason I can't. Oh, I am going to be pulling it up. All right. So, yeah, we're having issues. We're having issues here, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, my PDF's not working either. Okay, that 100 stolen pillow was a Margaritaville brand. I got it replaced next day, and renters was charged. They also sent me the police report next day. They don't play. Even the news guys were all over. Yeah, exactly. See, that's exactly right. So they acted just like Scottsdale Villa Mirage. It just gets handled. And the reason why they're more efficient at it is because I'm pretty sure, even though this has only happened to Marrero, the one incident happened to me, I'm pretty sure incidents have happened already on the property. So they know how to handle it. It doesn't have to be a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It could have been one of the cottages. It could have been a 1-bedroom if they have them. It could have been any unit on the property. They would have had issues, especially when you have hundreds of units or 50 or 60 or 40. I don't know how many's on Margaritaville. But that's why they're efficient in handling these things. Here we are. The resort has a public affairs team that deals with potential bad media news. Wow. They immediately cover everything. As you can imagine, they don't want bad publicity. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. This proves out even a better point. They're sitting there making sure, because that affects, if people find out, hey, there's problems at a resort. And just what happened in the Dominican Republic 3 or 4 years ago when people were dying, American citizens and people from around the world were dying. All of a sudden, tourism dried up. People were like, hold on now, I'm not going there. All right. So that's why these high-end properties, they would be doing this. And this is the same thing that you should be thinking about. All right. You should also be thinking about this. That's why you want to make sure everything's nice and tight, so to speak, when it comes to this type of thing. All right. So I am not going to, I wanted to show you the floor plan, but for whatever reason, it keeps telling me there's a problem. And I like that. I didn't know they had a public affairs. That is incredible. That is incredible when you think about it. Oh, wait, we might have something here. All right. The reason why I asked you your square footage is because, well, can we get this up? This is okay. Give me a minute here. Let's see. We have a black screen now. That's interesting. Wow. Got all kind of issues. Computer issues. So that means I forgot about Windows 11. I think that's a high probability. but I still got a black screen. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to go back full screen. Take this off. All right. So we're back. Public affairs team, man, Margaritaville is a 5-star resort, and you can learn a lot from just this activity that we're discussing right now with regards to if you're going to handle something on your own versus having property management, because a lot of people are going to be helping themselves managing on their own for these condos. So I just want to point that out. Okay, this is very, very interesting. I can't pull up what I was going to do, so we'll hold this over till Friday night when I'm back on the screen. But thank you so much, everybody, for being here tonight. Hopefully, even though I was on this little icon, hopefully it works out. And thank you once again. And we're probably going to wrap this up this evening. So thank you so much. But make sure you smash the like button, please. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and click the all notification bell. But it doesn't stop there because YouTube doesn't send out a lot of notifications. So please go down to the bottom of the description and sign up for the newsletter. I don't spam you. I generally just send out an email when I upload a video or when I do a live stream. So that way you always have that, always know about it. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Pulling up my contract. Okay. But it won't allow me to pull up the floor plan. We're having issues. That's very interesting. My computer's acting really weird. But anyhow, so thank you so much, everybody. And for everybody, in fact, since I did talk about the beach. In fact, let me show people the beach. If you're not familiar with it, here goes the beach. And it's actually looking like this. This is early on. This is the backside where you would park, and then you're walking into the backside. The elevator, I can't remember which side it's on. Probably, it looks like it's going to be on the right side. Nope, maybe left side on this one. But that's how clean this is looking over there. This is the beach in downtown Punta Cana. This is a model of the 2-bedroom. And one of the things about the 2-bedroom, which it looks nice. This is their package, by the way. So if you get their furniture package and you allow them to rent at the beach, this is what it's gonna look like, which is, beachy, sandy, nice. And it's roughly, I think it's 880 square feet. So with that, you have to keep in mind that, let's see if I have video. You have to keep in mind that since it's 800 square feet, 850 square feet, whatever it is, this only has 2 bathrooms. The master bedroom is behind the wall right here on the right-hand side. And the extra bedroom is like a Jack and Jill. It shares from entry from out here in the dining room area, living room area. And then you have a door from the bedroom. So that's where they're 2. And that's one of the things about the 2-bedroom that I did not like, is that I like where in order to sleep 6 people, we want to have 2.5 baths because we want each bedroom to actually have their own bathroom, especially when we're talking about a price point. Now, there's a member of the SSN Nation that just bought a 2-bedroom. They are now going for $176,000. That's right. $176,000 are what these 2 bedrooms are going for, not furnished. So keep that in mind. Remember, this was 126 when they first started, I believe. So just keep that in mind. This is pretty serious. The prices have escalated, and they're going to probably keep going up. And here's what I'm going to do, because I think I have video, which is very, very interesting. I didn't realize I had some video of the beach. But I have some video of outside and what it looks like apparently right now. Let's go check this out. Wow. All right. So we're right back to what you can see. I actually have pictures. Maybe one of these days I'll load it up, because this is the model when I was even there. This is what it looks like. So just give you an idea. That's what you can expect from this property. And let's see if I don't know what this is here, but we'll go check it out. I think this is another one. Oh, that's Primavera. And you can see the Vistacana over on the right-hand side. SSN Lifestyle members, Founders Club members, you guys watch for the announcement tomorrow. You're going to be able to stay at, well, any of these plus other locations. It'll be many locations, but you'll be able to stay a week every year. All right. It's not just going to be 1 year. So that's a new added little bonus that's going to happen as well. And remember, there can only be 15. There's only 11 of 15 spots still available. And if you think you're going to be able to stay in a 2-bedroom, 3-bath, or 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, or 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 4-bedroom, whatever, for less than $2,000 for a week, I don't think that's going to happen, even in a bad economy. And even that's only $300 a night, including tax, is $2,100 on 7 nights. The membership is only $24.99. So I'm just saying, even if you stayed there one time next year, that's the value of it. And this doesn't even include, for Founders Club members, that you're going to be part of the Intrigue Fine Jewelry. You're going to have a membership for that included. You don't have to pay the $149.99. You also have the airline pass lounge included for you only. Whenever you travel around, you'll have access to airlines. If you hang out for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours or layovers, like if you go to Asia, you'll have a layover, and it comes in handy. When you're layover, you can stay in the lounge and go to sleep, and they have showers and food and everything like that. So, or if you go down to South America, you never know, I mean, you go to Europe and they have some of the coolest ones there, but generally you don't have layovers or whatever. But nonetheless, just saying. So those are some of the things. Let me see what else we're going to talk about before I wrap this up. Very nice lighting fixtures. Is yours that? No. But they're Victor Morel from before, with regard to furnishings, that those are the furnishings, is what I'm trying to say. So remember, a person that has a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom or a 4-bedroom, you're still going to have that same dining room, living room setup. What I did notice, I don't know if they've changed it, but what I did notice when I was there, I asked them about, okay, so this is the 2-bedroom. What's going to happen when somebody gets the 2-bedroom later? And they pretty much said this is like the furniture package. So I think all units are going to look similar. And it's very nice. I like how it looks. I mean, it's neutral kind of. It's beachy kind of. It's not overpowering. They didn't use any overpowering colors. I like how they have the bed set up. So beautiful sofa and color, but you better put some kind of protectant spray on it. Exactly. Just so you know, Victor Morel probably has the same thing at Margaritaville. They actually have protectorants that you can put on your fabric. You can do this at your house, which I have done myself. You get special fabric protectant on there, and it's actually, get this, if you get the right ones, it's guaranteed. Yes, that's right. So I'm pretty sure they have done the same thing, and they use the guaranteed protectant. So that way, if something does spill and something does happen to it, they'll have these guys either have to replace it or pay them the value of it. So then that way they can replace it. I actually have this for my home furniture, by the way, which is kind of crazy. But you guys know I have a bar in the house, right? So, and I throw parties. So, you know, people spill stuff, food, drinks. So, again, he's exactly right. Protectant spray. Thank you for bringing that up, Victor Morel, because that's another valuable thing, especially when you're in locations that are where water, because you got to remember the beach, the sand, the ocean, the people drinking, eating, snacking, all that comes into play. And if you get the right protectant, you don't have to worry. And I'm pretty sure Margaritaville, even the Ethan Allen, I'm pretty sure they put the protectant on there. It comes in handy. I mean, I'm trying to think. My furniture literally still looks like brand new. So protectant works. The only thing you can't guard against is the wear and tear if you have exposed arms on, arms and legs on tables, chairs, and things like that. Tabletops, countertops. Well, countertops you can because they're mostly marble these days or granite. But that is the thing right there. That is the weirdest thing. Yeah, it's we're having problems here. This is crazy. I've never seen this before. Close current tab. Huh. This is crazy. All right. Well, not today. Doesn't appear that I'm going to be able to show you the floor plan for the beach, because it was a lot cleaner and everything. So I wanted to show you, and I can't show because it won't come up. This is incredible. This is a first. So everything's acting weird. Yeah. So I got to shut down my computer. But again, for real estate investing, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we got into some other areas that is beneficial to everyone. So hopefully you've taken some notes, because again, I want to say this again, no matter what you buy, if you're going the vacation rental route, no matter what you buy, all of what we talked about, which we never talked about, like the protecting of the furniture, like the damages and how things can be paid for by the guest. We've talked about different setups. Marrero has a management company, and they actually put together 5% a month in revenue, in reserve. So then that way they can pay for the furniture 3-4 years later. That's a thought as an individual person, because if you have your own individual condo, that would be a great idea. Your property manager should also actually have that reserve built in. That should always be talked about and discussed. The reason why you should have a reserve is also if there's replacements of a simple fixture, then you have to have money on hand for that. At least you want your property manager to have money on hand for that. All that comes into play in being to effectively manage your property and maintain the value of the property, because you don't want downtime. Downtime means you miss out on money. Let's get real. When you have a new property, the odds of your washer, dryer, stove, ovens, refrigerators breaking down is slim. But if you own the property long enough, sooner or later, those items are going to go out. And you don't know what the price of those items are going to be. 2 years ago, for instance, a dishwasher, $400, $350, $500, no problem. Now try to order a dishwasher that is of any quality. It's not going to be no $300, $400, $500 anymore. So you have to have that money in reserve because you can't rent out your place if there's water coming out of your dishwasher. And what are you going to do? Rent it out and tell somebody you can't use the dishwasher? You're going to have issues. You're going to either have to hold up or just tell them that, which is still sketchy, and then say, hey, we'll charge you less. Or if you rent out like Victor Marrero does 100% of nights for 3 months and something breaks down, that could jeopardize a rental nights or a reservation. So you have to be, the management company has to be like, okay, we have the $800. We're going to get this brand. What do you think? We'll replace it today. That's what you need from your management company. And otherwise, if you don't have that and you have water all over the floor from a dishwasher, the odds are they're not going to want to rent it and have a jeopardy of not even using a dishwasher. And then if something else happens, now you got more things to worry about. So you got to correct things. So that's another thing that we went over tonight that is pretty awesome. And you also found out about platforms that cover your platforms that cover. That's interesting. Platforms. I was getting ready to say, the reason why I'm shocked is because I've never seen this before from my computer, and it looks like I'm going to have to do something because this is a first. But anyhow, you found out Airbnb, VRBOs, and other vacation platforms, they have insurance as well. So you want, as a homeowner, you want to have some sort of insurance. And then as the platform you're using, as long as they have insurance, now you're double covered, which makes it work out very good in your favor. Yeah, this is, and I wanted to show this because it actually shows it up close and personal what the 4-bedroom, 4-bath unit looks like. And it's 1,500 square feet or 1,550, something like that. It's kind of sketchy, quite frankly. But it seems to be in that area. But I can't pull it up. I can't show you. It's not cool. I'm upset. I'm telling you, this is not cool. I'm upset, ladies and gentlemen, because I've been sitting here trying to do this for 15 minutes. But anyhow, we're going to wrap this up. So I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll say it again. Please like, share the videos, and subscribe. If you like what we're talking about, please share the videos. Everybody on podcasts, let people know that they can listen to it on the podcast. And with all that said, make sure in this environment, you're going to have to keep your head up, ladies and gentlemen. And with all that said, I'm out.